Wow, stagehand, this is going to be an excellent experiment. Super speedy bouncy balls. They're gonna zip and zoom everywhere. I can't wait. Wait a minute. Hey kids! Wow, it's so good to see everybody. Welcome to Vacation Bible Lab with me and all my friends. We're actually waiting for one of my good friends. His name is Professor Pawpaw, and he's one of the best scientists I know. Actually, he's the only scientist I know. Maybe he'll show up in a little bit. Have you seen him, stagehand? Well, anyway, we're gonna have a lot of fun this summer doing science experiments and learning really cool stuff out of the Bible. But anyway, kids, right now, I need to get back to this experiment. Hey, stagehand, can you hand me that solution that makes everything speedy and bouncy? Wait, ostrich! Ostrich! No, ostrich! Oh, no! Ostrich ate! He ate one of the super speedy bouncy balls and it has the stuff on it. And he's gonna be zipping around. Oh no, stagehand, go get the net. We gotta go chase the ostrich. Hey kids, I'll be back later. Let me know if you see Professor Pawpaw.
Hello, boys and girls. Who is ready for our Vacation Bible School? I know I'm ready. I got everything I need. I got the hard hat, the lightsaber, and I got all these things. And wait a second. Why does this sign say Noodles Lab? And why are there all these experiments and lab equipment on these shelves? I wonder what's going on here. I thought we were doing Vacation Bible School. Hello? Whoa! Who are you?
Oh, hello! The name is Pawpaw, Professor Pawpaw. I'm a great, famous scientist.
And you're here, why?
Oh, Noodle, he's a little puppet guy.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
Noodle.
he's really cool. He's letting me use his lab this summer, so we can all do some really cool experiments together, and then we can read some really neato Bible stories, and it's gonna be, we're gonna have a good time. Who's ready?
But
Look at all the kids out there. Hey,
yeah, but what about Vacation Bible School?
No.
No?
Yeah, nope, nah.
No.
We're doing Vacation Bible Lab because we're going to do some really fun, cool experiments and see what we can come up with.
Okay, so Vacation Bible Lab, not Vacation Bible School. Vacation Bible Lab.
Mr. Stevie's got it. Let's give him a big hand. Good job. Woo, you got it. So, you guys ready? So what are we going to do for our first experiment? Wait a minute. You're not ready.
Well, I mean, I am.
You need a lab coat, you need some safety goggles,
So this won't work?
and some really cool beads. No. Go get ready, and we'll be back in a minute, boys and girls.
I'll be right
Just a
back.
second.
Bye. Hey, have you guys seen Professor Pawpaw?
Pawpaw here. Hello, Mr. Stevie. Good to see you again.
Hey, Professor Pawpaw. So here, I've got the first experiment you're gonna do, alright? So here are the instructions. Experiment instructions. See? Look.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, so experiment instructions. Now what you are going to be doing, this experiment, you put an egg into a milk jug.
Oh, that's easy.
Easy.
Done it 1,000 times.
right.
One of my favorites.
So-
one of my favorites.
So all that you need is in this cabinet,
Okay, good.
and then, take this and use the instructions, read them very carefully, and read them.
Teen Anna Expert.
No,
it's the.
read them like this. See, experiment instructions.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And what?
Ready.
What?
No,
you got-
Mr. Stevie, I've done this 1,000 times. You may leave. Let's
But
give Mr. Stevie
you need
another
instructions.
big head. Good job, Stevie. All right, let's get this on with the experiment. I remember this. You get an old-timey milk jug, like an old-fashioned. Let's see if they. Oh boy! Happen to have one right here. And let's see, we have a little tray. Put that over there. We'll flip this right here and. Peekaboo! All right, we're gonna put the milk bottle on the tray, and we need an egg. Let's see. Does anybody have a chicken? No. Okay, good. I got some eggs right here. First thing we do, we take the milk bottle, and as you can see, the egg does not fit into the milk bottle. Everybody go, ooh. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna use some karate. And we're gonna push the egg down into the milk bottle. You have to go really, really fast. You guys ready? On 3. 1, 2. 3 days ago when I tried this, it didn't work. Who knew? Ah, man, that didn't work. Let me try something different. Maybe if I took, I have an idea. We'll take the egg, and place it down first. Then, we'll take the milk bottle and just put it right over the... Oh, that didn't work either. Who knew? Hey, I have one more idea. Maybe I need some help. Maybe I should have read the directions. I don't know. Stevie! Mr. Stevie! Mr. Stevie, it didn't work. I took the egg like this, and look, I did just what I thought I was supposed to do. I thought I had it figured out. I put it right here, and just hit it, and it just didn't. It don't work.
Professor Paw Paw.
Yes, Mr. Stevie.
Did you read the instructions?
Oh, the instructions. No, I don't think so. No.
Well, I think that might be your problem.
I thought I knew how to do it.
Yeah, but you gotta read the instructions.
Okay.
I know something that'll help you.
What's that?
It's a Bible story.
Bible story.
Yep, do you like Bible stories?
I love Bible stories.
I like Bible stories. So how about I go get the Bible story ready, and I'll see you guys later.
All right, see you, Mr. Stevie.
Hey, make sure you watch the Bible story.
Hey, would you like some eggs later?
No.
All right. See you later, Mr. Stevie.
Bye. Bye, boys and girls.
Bye, boys and girls. Ugh. Well, hey, boys and girls. I heard that Professor Paw Paw needed a Bible story to help him to remember to follow directions. Because he made a big old mess. Yes, he did. Boy, have I got the perfect story. It's about the house built on the rock. It's about following directions. Are you ready? All right, let's get started. Well, today's story is about 2 builders. The first one was really smart, and the other one was a bit of a fool. Now, they both wanted to build a house. They had thought about it, and they both knew the right instructions. They knew they were supposed to build their house on a rock. But let's see what happens. The wise guy got his tools. He got a hammer, and he had a saw, and he had some concrete and some rocks and everything. And he started building his house. And he built, and he sawed, and he cemented, and he hammered, and all of a sudden he had a nice house. But then it started to rain. And it rained, and it rained, and the wind blew. I'm telling you, and then the water started coming up. The floods came up. They kept coming up, and the wind was crashing the waves against the house, and it's a wonder it didn't fall, but it didn't, because the wise man followed the instructions, and he built his house on a rock, and in the morning, he still had his house. Yay, wise man, way to follow instructions. But the foolish man, he went, and instead of building his house on a rock, he went down and he looked all around. He decided he was going to build a little bit closer to the beach. And he put his house down there on the sand. And he built, and he sawed, and he cemented, and he hammered, and then all of a sudden he had a big old house. But guess what, boys and girls? It started to rain, and the rains came down, and the wind was blowing, and the floods came up, and the waves were crashing against the house, and they kept beating against the house all night long. It was a big old flood, I'm telling you, just like the wise man had. But in the morning, guess what? Who knows what happened? That's right. His house fell down with a big crash because he didn't follow the instructions. Now let me tell you something. The wise man, now he's like those who hear God's word and they do what it says. But the foolish man, he's like people who hear God's word, but they don't put it into practice. They don't do what God says. Now, here, I'm going to help you remember this. For digging is the doing, the foundation is the word. Cause the key to building wisely is to practice what you heard. If you claim to be a friend of Christ, but you don't do what he said, your life won't stand forever, but will crumble down instead.
Well, I sure do hope this story helps out Professor Paw Paw. Maybe it'll remind him to follow instructions next time. Hey, Stevie, where you going at? Well, it looks like Mr. Stevie and Mr. Benny's up to something. Stay tuned for our second part of The House on the Rock, and let's see what happens. What are y'all doing? Be careful. Wow, I don't know what they're up to, but I'm sure gonna watch part number 2. See you later, kids. Bye-bye.